Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another reaction video in Marvel Super War, featuring the newest hero, Wenwu. So welcome back guys. So before we start with the reaction video guys, I would like to ask if you could like and share and even subscribe to the channel to help me out for more videos to come. So with no further ado, let's start with the reaction video, starting with his outfits. Let's go! Okay, so we're in his outfit guys, and I like how he looks, especially both of his official skins. So to start off with his first skin, which is you're gonna be getting when you purchase him at the start. So he's gonna be getting this black and blue themed skin, which is really awesome to look at. And to be honest guys, he looks way better than Shang-Chi. So costume wise, he looks better in ways, like for example the sash on his legs, and then have you seen the armor on his shoulders? It looks awesome as well, and with those 10 rings on his forearms, really awesome. And how about his second skin?
Now is the time to strike.
The animation is also good guys. The animation when you're trying to change
the time to strike.
The skin selection, he has an awesome animation.
Now is the time to strike.
And I like as well his second skin. So remember when I mentioned about Shang-Chi's outfit guys, and I mentioned that his outfit and then there's just nunchucks on his side, so that was a big minus for me. Compare it to Wenwu's outfit guys. Even his ordinary skin, even his ordinary skin is way better at Shang-Chi's ordinary skin. And even the costume or the movie inspired Shang-Chi, Wenwu has way better outfit than Shang-Chi. I mean, both of his skin looks better than Shang-Chi, because Shang-Chi already has 3 skins. Wenwu only has 2, but he wins both on my part. Alright, so this is the inspired one coming from the MCU movie that just came out. He has a cape. Now he has full armor. Now he has full body armor. The shoulders, the chest, and his side of his legs. This one. And his shoes is also different, like cowboy shoes. Ooh, why does he have cowboy shoes? See at the back or the heel of his boots is like cowboy boots. I'm not quite sure what's that called, but I know that's how a cowboy shoes would look like.
Now is
his first is just boots, but I still like his first skin. And this one is even better. Good job devs. So I'm pretty impressed with his ordinary skin and his MCU inspired skin. I'm really impressed. So with no further ado guys, let's start with his abilities. Alright, to start off guys, you know what to do. Cut this off and then go to his unlimited ability, level him up, and get some coins to purchase some boots in order for you not to see those annoying items at the side. So he has 4 skills, and I was surprised guys because he is categorized as a mid fighter, same as with Wave I think. So he is a mid. What? Look at that stance. Look at the stance guys. The stance is amazing, to be honest. The stance is amazing. Like a martial artist stance. Look at that. But it's a bit awkward to look at. I mean, to see it in this angle, it's weird. I mean, this is okay, but with this, it's kind of weird. But I like it. It's a unique stance. Very unique stance. Okay, so before we start with his skills, let's check his animation. Ooh, nice. I think he's showcasing Kung Fu. Is he? Any Kung Fu artists there? Can you comment if I'm correct? That's a bit Kung Fu-y, right? I think that's Kung Fu. How about this TP? Yeah, I think that's Kung Fu, guys.
You can handle this.
See, it's familiar. I think it's Kung Fu or Shaolin. Kung Fu Shaolin, right? So, I think they base it there. Oh, it's starting to rain. You might hear rain in the background, guys, so I do apologize. So, I've seen the trailer, but I really didn't focus on it much because I really want to have a genuine reaction on his abilities. I haven't even read the description yet. So let's start with his abilities. He has 4 skills. His passive is Rage of the 10 Rings. Each time Wenwu hits an enemy hero with an ability, he accelerates by 60% for 1.5 seconds and gains a stack of ring power. At 3 stacks, Wenwu gains a shield to absorb damage and enhances his next basic attack. He then wields a whip made 10 rings.
To have power and not use
his
it.
passive has a
What would be
lot
the point?
of attributes. Because when you hit an enemy hero, you get a stack, you get a shield up when you get 3 stacks, and then you gain enhanced basic attack after... No. When was his enhanced basic attack? Wenwu gains shield that absorbs damage and enhances his next basic attack. Okay, so the only time you get the basic attack is when you get the shield. It's not every time you cast an ability. If my understanding is correct. Then he wields a whip made of 10 rings. So basically his basic attack becomes, I think, longer. So before we start with the passive, because we can't do it because we need to cast another skills. So let's go to his first ability. How do you even read this? Epirine stats. Empirine. I'm not quite sure if that's how you pronounce it. Empirine stance. Wenwu sends out his rings to bombard a distant location, dealing physical damage to enemies in range. If they hit enemy hero, they reduce the cooldown of Nether Stance by 3 seconds. Okay, so Nether Stance, he has 3 stances. The stances are his abilities. Epirian Stance, Nether Stance, and Tiger Stance. Okay, so let's check the first skill. Alright, so first
Shang-Chi
skill.
could have inherited the 10 rings.
Okay. Can he damage it when it comes back? No, it's not like who is it? Emma Frost. It's not like Emma Frost. So there's 2 circles in his range. Does he commit or does he have more damage to the center? 495. No, it's the same. Alright, so there's a speed boost. There, speed boost. The speed boost is a bit long. It's a good duration for the speed boost. So what is his glowing hands? Is that his... Okay. 3 times. Wait. So it's full stacks. Wait. Oh, okay. So it doesn't have a duration, guys. It doesn't have the duration. The enhanced basic attack and the tail attack or basic attack doesn't have a duration. So sorry.
So it begins.
But if you don't have the full stack, it has a duration. Look at the top of the blink. If it's not at full stacks, it has a duration. But if you're at full stacks, you gain a shield there. The shield is there. And look at the duration of the whip. It doesn't have a duration. So you can have this prepared before you come into combat. So it has a good range, by the way. it has a good range for poking. Very long range for
My
poking.
sword will cleave your
To
soul.
have power.
That's
and
a long
not
range for
use it.
poking, guys. Very long range. He has long range as a fighter. What? He's a ranged fighter. He can be a marksman, to be honest.
An enemy hero has
Okay,
been
so
defeated.
basically, his basic attack becomes even longer with the whip because at the start he already has a range because he attacks with his rings. See, that's the range. That's his basic attack range. See how far that is. So he's basically a fighter marksman or a fighter range. It's a good concept. A fighter that has a range. Who was that in this game? I can't remember anybody at this time. But I think, is there, or he's the first one? And if he's the first one, then good. It's a unique type of fighter, a ranged fighter. So basically, if you set up his build right, I think you can make him as a marksman as well. As a marksman as well, guys, because look at that range. You have the range though. You have the range and you have this. Does this slow? No, it doesn't slow, but it gives you speed movement boost. You can catch up to the enemy and then hit them afar. Nice. So about his second skill, Nether Stance. By the way, the first skill can reduce the cooldown of your second skill, the Nether Stance. Wenwu sends out his ring to bombard a specific location in front of him. Enemies in range. If they hit an enemy hero, it reduces the cooldown of. Okay, so bro,
Martial arts
first
is
skill
a
and second
lifelong
skill works
dedication.
together due to them reducing the cooldown of each other. So this will cool down. What? Will reduce the cooldown of this one. Oh, it's just the same one, but a little shorter, but has stronger damage. No, it has the same damage. It has the same damage. Does it has no? It has the same area of effect, but has shorter range. Okay,
Victory streak.
short, long. Okay, so okay, I get it. So yeah, okay. So first skill has longer range, second skill has shorter range, but they work together in tandem because they both reduce the cooldown of each other. So you just spam this and this, both of them will get cooldown reduction. So that's basically it for the second skill. It's the same as first skill but shorter. They have the same damage. Yeah, they have the same damage. Only the range is different. Alright, so the third skill is Tiger Stance. Wenwu attacks a specified target with the force of
My
a tiger.
son has tried to escape his past.
Alright, to the target and nearby enemies while knocking them back. Okay, so it is. Ooh. Okay, so he doesn't have a blink, but he can escape enemy heroes. Run. No, not like that. That. What? Why are you kicking him there? I'm kicking you here. Is that a kick? Is it a kick? No, it's not a kick. It's a push by both of his hands. Alright. So, he doesn't have a blink skill, guys. But, if you are in danger, you can actually push enemies away. Same as Daredevil's ultimate. But I'm not quite sure if it applies to multiple enemies. Does it? No, it does not. But let's check if it hits nearby enemy. It does. You need to be near them. See? Both of them needs to be inside the cone. Not inside the cone, but near to each other. There. Both of them needs to be near each other. That's a bit OP because it's kind of Daredevil's ultimate. I hope they fix this. I think the only intention here is to target one enemy. But if they're close together, both of them should be knocked back. So I'm not quite sure if that's how the third skill works, or it's a bug, or the intention there is only for a single target, because more or less if it's not, then it looks more or less like Daredevil's ultimate. So what's the use of Daredevil, right? So that's his second skill. Nothing flashy to be honest. Nothing flashy to be honest. It's pretty basic. A skill shot, and then this one is just for you keeping yourself safe if enemy is trying to come near you, because he is a ranged fighter, and I think you need to take that into consideration when using him, because in order for you to win a battle within together with an enemy, because first skill doesn't have slow, and this one doesn't have slow. This I think doesn't have slow as well. It just pushes you back, so you have no chance of slowing enemies. The only time you can give yourself a chance to escape is by activating your skill 3, and it's very easy to counter, because after this you can just blink to you back again, so that they will be in range for you to have a one-on-one or hand-to-hand combat. So be mindful if you're using Wenwu. I think you need to take advantage of his range to fight other fighters in the game. So his ultimate is called Tenrings Barrage. Wenwu launches a barrage of 14 attacks. Ooh, that's a lot. 14 attacks in a specified direction, dealing physical damage in his path. During the barrage, Wenwu gains a shield that absorbs damage. Wenwu is immune to all crowd control effects while the shield is active. Ooh.
So you made your last mistake.
Rampage.
Is it? How? Wait. Oh, you can't aim it. Can you aim it to the enemy?
The power of the Ten Rings.
Okay. So there is no aim. When you activate it, then the aim activates.
You
Yeah?
made your last mistake.
Then the aim activates. So to activate it, just press it and then.
The power of the Ten Rings.
Sorry. I mean, it's like a machine gun though. See? See? It's like a machine gun. So I like it.
The power of the Ten Rings.
Incredible.
And it pierces through enemies. It pierces through enemies. It's not really OP because the damage is not really that much, because I don't have any items in my inventory, but it's a bit OP if it pierces though, right?
You made your last mistake.
It pierces, and why is it? The damage increases at the back. No, because it's the front is level 5 already. But the damage doesn't decrease, guys. Look.
The power of the Ten Rings.
Legendary.
All of them will be receiving the same damage from the first person it
You
hits.
made your last mistake.
KO. Legendary.
I like it. I like it. It's way better than Shang-Chi. Way better.
The power
Oh! It's way better than Shang-Chi, to be honest.
You made your last mistake.
Way better. I mean, I like how Shang-Chi works in a team fight. I mean, Wenwu can also be in a team fight. You can just barrage enemies there,
Ten Rings.
right? And he can hit multiple enemies at the same time. This, and this. They can hit multiple targets, and plus this,
Made your last mistake.
they can hit multiple targets. Shang-Chi's second skill can only hit one target, not multiple targets. Although his first skill can hit multiple targets, same as his ultimate. But Wenwu is, I think I like Wenwu more because I think he can be more useful in team fights, because Shang-Chi can only take. I mean, you can be more effective using Shang-Chi if you have heroes that does not knock up. But Wenwu can do without any help, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, you could be more effective playing Shang-Chi. You can play him solo without even having the help of somebody that has knocked up, but it's gonna be harder for you because you're gonna be the one initiating the knock up to activate your ultimate. But if you have a party that has a knock up as well, that's gonna be easier for you. You have two chances of activating your ultimate, right? It's Shang-Chi has a condition. That's what I'm saying. He has a condition to be more effective in the game. And you have more survivability if you have someone that has knocked up, because you can use skill 1 to escape for Shang-Chi, but if you don't have anyone that does knock up to help him out, you're gonna be using your first skill. Because after you failed, I mean, if you do your combo but the enemy is still alive, you're gonna be having a hard time escaping the enemy. The only time or the only skill that you're gonna be available with is your second skill.
Of true strength.
And that doesn't have a long blink for Shang-Chi. For well, that's just my opinion, guys. But to be honest, I really like Wenwu better than Shang-Chi. That's it.
No one can stop us.
And I like how the SS works.
The power of the Ten Rings.
I like the SS. I like his SS.
Legendary!
Yep. I like how his ultimate works. One of the best.
The power of the Ten Rings.
Double KO.
One of the best ultimates in the game.
Legendary!
To be honest. One of the ultimates in the game.
Triple KO.
I don't care about the
Legendary!
I don't care about the damage. I like how the skill works. I like how it looks. And I think it has the best ultimates in the game so far. One of the best ultimates in the game. One of the best ultimates in the game. And even, you see how his hands are glowing? It has a good effect as well.
The Ten Rings.
One of the best effects when I hear, because some of the heroes also has enhanced basic attacks and their arms are glowing, but his the glowing hands, he kind of has one of the best glowing hands for the next enhanced basic attack.
Shang-Chi could have inherited
My opinion.
The 10 rings.
So
what was he thinking?
that's me. That's for me. That's my reaction, guys. So all in all, I think if you are a marksman main or a fighter main, you can actually use Wenwu, but we'll need to find out. But I think there is a potential here for him to be a marksman in the game.
What would be the
Yes,
point?
you just need to add like attack speed. Just build him as a marksman. I think he has a potential to be a marksman. Yeah. So good job, NetEase. Devs, thank you very much for giving us another hero within a span of 1 month. Or you have Shang-Chi and then Wenwu. Way to go. Hopefully this is the last fighter. I mean, he is kind of a marksman in a way, so thank you for that. Well, that's it. That's my reaction video, guys. So if you're wondering whether to pick Shang-Chi, I mean, you have only limited, or you're limited to one hero to purchase this week or this month. In my opinion, I would get Wenwu before Shang-Chi, because I think Wenwu is more easier to use and more effective to use when playing solo.
With the 10 rings,
Alright, that's me.
no one can stop us.
Alright, so guys, thank you very much for joining me once again in another reaction video, and I hope I'm gonna be reacting to another hero probably on today is September. On October, and I hope it's gonna be a different class. I mean, I love Wenwu because he kind of is a versatile hero. He could be a marksman, he could be a fighter, he could play. I think he has a potential to be a jungler as well. Let's see. because he can be good top because he can poke enemies that has
Shang-Chi
shorter
could have
range.
inherited the 10 rings.
He can be a
What was he
marksman because
thinking?
of his range. He could be a mid also because of his range. And I think he could be a jungler as well because all of his skills has damage potential, and it has a area effect, and it could be faster clearing
power
of jungle
and not
monsters
use
when
it.
he is
What would be the point?
on a jungle or a jungler role. But that's just me. Right, so thank you once again guys for joining me on another reaction video in Marvel Super War. This time it's Wenwu. So that's my reaction video guys in Wenwu. I really like him. So if you like this kind of content guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and click that notification bell so that you're gonna be notified on the next upcoming
With the 10
video.
rings.
Alright,
no
so see you guys.
one can
Thank you
stop
once
us.
again. God bless. See you soon.